Hi everyone, my name is Abhishek Iyer and I'm a senior software engineer in the consumer payments organization. And I've been with Amazon for about 9 years. My team builds payment experiences and services for business customers. In this talk, I will introduce how businesses receive invoices from Amazon, the technical challenges that we faced in this area, how we solve them using the Invoice Document Framework and launch critical features for customers, and then I will finally conclude with our learnings from solving these challenges. Let me first introduce what an invoice is and how businesses use it. An invoice is traditionally a document given by the seller to the buyer in order to collect payment. This is called paying by invoice and is similar to how we pay for our phone or utility bill. Business customers also want PDF documents when a payment is made using a payment method like a credit card, and sometimes also want electronic invoices sent to their preferred accounting and reconciliation systems. In some countries, business customers also want these documents to be tax compliant, which is a record of how much tax was collected for a transaction. So, why do businesses need these invoices? The most important benefit of an invoice is the ability to keep a legal record of sale. This makes it possible to find out when an item was sold, who bought it, and who sold it. To track payments, an invoice is an invaluable tool for accounting. It helps both the seller and the buyer keep a track of their payments and amounts owed. It's also useful for easy tax filing and recording and maintaining all sale invoices, which helps the company report its income and ensure it's paid the right amount of taxes. In 2020, we had a number of teams generating independent invoice documents with separate business logic and separate systems. It required considerable amount of effort investment to ensure data consistency across these invoice copies, even though they were for the same transaction. Launching new projects required coordination across teams for quality assurance and development, slowing down project delivery. Essentially, we had a bottleneck on our hands. We realized that there was a need to build a central system for assembling data that is used for financial documents that multiple teams can use and extend, with a set of technical requirements for the system we wanted to build. Number one, systems should be able to support multiple types of documents. For example, data from the framework should be usable for generating PDF documents, e-invoices, as well as customer-facing reports. Second, systems should be able to support generating documents that are used for multiple purposes, like a document that's used for tax compliance as well as a receipt. Systems should follow local tax compliance regulation, provide a detailed audit of which component produced what data, and have a mechanism for verifying invoice accuracy. We also realized that one team cannot handle all the use cases. We needed to become an enabler for multiple teams to innovate on behalf of customers through a federated model. We built the Invoice Document Framework, which is a federated data composition framework for financial components. In this framework, teams came together and agreed on a shared data model and decide which team is responsible for what data. For example, Team 1 could provide address data and Team 2 could provide tax data. We provided an ability for teams to build federated plugins for gathering data, customizing data, and validating the data on the invoices. Along with this, we also had to build a dynamic plugin execution graph to determine execution order based on inputs and outputs of each plugin. The final output data produced by these plugins was then used to generate a customer-facing PDF or electronic invoice. Now, what were the results? We were able to deliver critical company-wide goals, saving hundreds of weeks of coordination effort and processing costs for customers. Since we had developed a federated execution model, we were able to resolve bottlenecks and allow teams to launch projects that unblock key features for customers. And most importantly, we were able to generate invoices accurately and efficiently. Now, what were the lessons that we learned through this entire process? Number one, we started with the pain points for the customer and internal teams to inform what we should build. We respected what came before. Although we were able to drive alignment that re-architecting the system has a lot of benefits, we always respected existing systems that were tested and have been working for years. It is critical that when a new system is built, it doesn't break the functionality provided by the existing system. We used goals as invoicing was distributed across multiple organizations. It was really important to align multiple teams with goals to ensure delivery. We tracked detailed customer and business metrics to measure impact and make sure that the projects we were taking on made a difference to the customer and not just improved the architecture. Given the limited time, I've touched on just one aspect from all the exciting work going on in consumer payments, like securely storing payment method information for millions of customers, to enabling diverse payment experiences for businesses and consumers. And like we say at Amazon, it's still day one for our team. Check out our career page in the description box below for open positions, and thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation.